Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. My name is Yip. This is Sophie. I'll be guiding you through the sequence. We're gonna focus on a class theme called Gentle Rising, but we're gonna start laying down on our backs. I always like to give you a moment to, arrive, as they say. Maybe your mind is racing, so this could help you sink into the present. So you can have your palms facing upwards, and if you want to, you can choose to close your eyes. Starting to deepen your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Maybe you want to do a little body scan, seeing how your body is doing, how it's feeling. And as always, try to refrain from any labels, so not necessarily good, bad, that's all the judgment, more meaning like tired, energized, joyful, sad. And then let it go. Just inhaling and exhaling. And if your mind is racing, see if you can really bring your attention, your awareness to your breath. So maybe it helps you to say inhale, exhale. Quietly or even out loud, I don't mind. So as the theme today is gentle rising, I'm going to ask you to be gentle with yourself, and not just gentle in your physical practice, but also in your mental practice. Take it easy, most of us have an inner critic, a voice of the inner critic that can be quite loud at times, And this voice can pop up at any time during whatever activity, and it certainly can also pop up during our physical yoga practice. We get to focus a lot on our flexibility and our strength, and we get all wired up about not being able to do the full quote-unquote expression of a posture. Now remember that wherever you are in the posture, that's the full expression. Let go of these achievements or how it should be or how flexible you should be. That's all sort of achievement mentality. And we kind of want to let that go here. That's not really what yoga is about. It's not what the asana practice is about. So whenever that inner critic pops up, say, hey, thank you. You're probably trying to help me out, but actually I got it. And try to instantly counter the negative or harsh thought with a positive one. So that's my invitation for your practice today. See if it works. Very gently now, start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Maybe there's some cracks. Maybe you want to make some circles with the hands and the feet. Waking up. And see if you can get some of that body awareness. So feeling what you're doing. Bringing your attention to the movements that you're making. Creating body awareness helps us to be more present. So maybe you can even feel the touch of your clothing on your body, or your body laying on the mat or the floor. And inhale slowly, take your hands overhead for a big stretch. And when you're ready, hug in the right knee towards the right armpit. So you can grab hold of your leg just below the knee, and you're pulling the knee towards your armpit. Maybe lift up your head for a moment, move the chin towards the chest so the spine is nice and long. You can lay down your head again, chin moves towards the chest. Breathing still. And exhale, release, let it go. Inhale the left knee towards the left armpit. Making sure that the lower back is on the floor, the spine is nice and long, and really pull that knee towards the armpit. Close towards the body. Deep breaths in and out. Exhale, release, let it go. Take a breath here. Exhale. Inhale, both knees towards the chest. You can grab hold of your wrists, or maybe even of your elbows, lower arms, hugging the knees towards your chest, pushing your lower back into the floor, into your neck. And then when you're ready, starting to roll up and down the spine until eventually you come to an easy cross-legged position. Nice. If you want to sit onto something, maybe a pillow, brick, towel, whatever you have close by, grab that now. So we have the spine nice and straight. Great. You can roll the shoulders a few times, making sure that they're nice and relaxed. Your chest is nice and open. Spine is straight. Inhale. We're going to inhale the right arm up towards the sky. We're going to place our left hand just somewhere a little bit outside of the mat. You can stay onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen up. So you're really lengthening that side body on the right side. And then exhale, move towards the left, bending at the elbow. Feeling the openness running all the way from the right hip to the right pinky finger. Keep breathing. Maybe you want to lower down onto the hand or even onto your arm if that's possible. You can grab a brick like Sophie is doing so you can elevate the floor a little bit closer to you. Making sure that the right sit bone stays connected to the floor. So you're really pushing your bum into the floor and you're stretching open as if someone is pulling you on that side. Make sure that you keep breathing. Your chest is rolling open towards the sky, so you're not rolling forward. 2 more breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhaling. Deep inhale. And on your exhale, gently place your fingers back onto the floor. Push yourself up. Release your right arm down. Take a breath. If you liked using the brick placed on the other side, we're going towards the right now. So you can take your right hand down on your fingertips at the first instance. Inhale, lift the left arm up. So the palm of your left arm is facing towards the right. You lengthen out, so make sure that the left sits bone is pushing into the mat, and you're already lengthening here. So you already feel a gentle stretch all the way through that side, to that left side. And then inhale, and on your exhale, start to bend towards the right. Breathing, opening, and again, maybe leaning onto the brick if you like that here. Maybe this side of your body feels very different. Opening the space between the rib cage, all the bones, making sure the left hip and sits bone stays down, breathing. Final breath here, inhale deeply, and exhale, come up, release the left arm down. Nice. We're gonna make our way to a standing position. So find your way to the top of your mat. Taking a moment, just moving this out of the way. Your feet are about hip distance apart. Lift up the 10 toes and feel the connection of the corners and soles of your feet onto that mat. Maybe you want to close your eyes for a moment. Engaging the leg muscles, activating them by pulling them, kneecaps, pulling them up. Breathing. Feel your feet on the mat. Beautiful. You can place your toes down one by one if they're still up. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up, stretch up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be on the floor, shins or thighs. Shoulder blades move towards one another. The spine is flat and your chin moves towards the chest, so it's nice and straight line all the way like a tabletop. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the knee down. Inhale, look up, opening through the chest. Exhale, placing your hands on the mat. Lift up the right knee. Step your left foot back. Lower the knees down. And exhale, coming into chaturanga. Inhale, sliding forward and up, opening through the chest, cobra. Exhale, moving through to downward facing dog. If at any point you want to take a child's pose, please feel free to do that. Listen to your body. Remember, we're being gentle today. So if your body is asking for a moment of rest, please give your body that moment of rest. So maybe you want to pedal out the feet. Whatever you do, make sure that all 10 fingers are spread widely onto the mat. The palms of your hand are connected to the mat, and it feels as if you're gripping with your palms, pushing the floor away. The bum is moving up high towards the sky. Your inner elbows are rotating forwards, so that gives that feeling of openness, hopefully through the shoulders. And rather than focusing first on getting your heels on the floor, which is a nice aesthetic, maybe see if you can make sure that the hips and the hips are way up high, the spine is straight, and when all of that is happening, then you can start to play around with seeing if you can bring your heels a bit closer to the floor. But if that isn't happening today, don't worry about it at all. Inhale, lift your right leg high towards the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to nose, gently step it in between your hands, lower the left knee down. Inhale, look up, opening through the chest. Exhale, lift up the left foot, step it next to the right, fold forward. Nice. Inhale, slowly, slowly roll up, maybe gentle bending in the knees, coming all the way up, taking your hand overhead. Inhale. And exhale through the heart center, release the hands, mountain pose. Palms are facing forwards. Kneecaps are lifted, belly button moves towards the spine, shoulders are contracting, the shoulder blades are moving towards one another, chest is open. Inhale, lift the hands up, look up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, step the left foot back, lower the knee down. Inhale, look up, open through the chest. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, lift the knee, step the right foot back. Now you can lower the knees again, making sure that the elbows rotate forward, lower down. Elbows stay close to the rib cage, don't dip below the shoulders. Inhale, slide forward and come up. Shoulders move back, elbows close to the rib cage. And then exhale, move into a down dog. Again, pedaling out the feet if you want to. Maybe finding stillness in this one. See whatever you need today. Making sure that the breathing goes unrestricted. As much as people say that this is like an in-between pose or a resting pose, downward facing dog can be super challenging. Especially in the beginning, a lot of muscles working here. Pushing the floor away. Deep breath. Inhale, lift the left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to nose. Push the floor away as if you're doing cat. And then gently step your foot in between your hands. Lower the knee down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step the right foot. Place it next to the left. Fold forward. Inhale, gently rolling all the way up. Take your hands overhead. Exhale through the heart center, release and let go. Close your eyes for a moment if that feels comfortable and safe for you. So feel the foundation, the feet on the mat, maybe a little swaying because you have your eyes closed. Feel yourself grounding into the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is nice and straight. Chin towards the chest, neck is also spine. Exhale, step the right foot back. Okay, listen up. Stay here. Do a little muscle check by lifting up your hands for a moment. So are you leaning into the legs? If you're not, make sure that you are. So if you want to have a bit more balance, you can widen your stance a little bit by walking your left foot over. And then we're going to inhale, move the hands forwards, and then come all the way up, high lunge. Nice. So making sure that the left knee is bent. Take a breath. Making sure you stay high onto the tippy toes of your right foot. And then exhale, move your palms forward, so you're facing the front. Exhale, we're gonna lower the knee down, cactus the arms into a 45-degree angle. Inhale, move back up. Feel your foundation when you push up. So inhale for a moment here, and then exhale, lower down, lower down, lower down. Inhale, back up, strong leg. Nice, last one. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back up. Nice. Place your hands in front of the heart center. We're going to twist towards the left. So we're going to hook our right elbow behind our left knee or thigh, making sure that the knee stays bent. You're still onto your tippy toes and you're bending towards the left. You're pushing, as it were, into the hands so that your body is rotating a little bit further. If you want to open up here for a moment, shine your heart out, feel free to do that. If a bind is within your practice, go for a bind. Exhale, look down, frame your left foot, and then see if you can step it back without moving the hips too much, or not at all. Isolated movement, super strong, nice. We're gonna go into chaturanga, so inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, lower down, elbows stay close to the body. Inhale, slide forward, straighten the arms, shoulders away from ears, look up, up dog. Exhale, down dog. If you want to take a moment and rest, feel free to do that. Breathing deeply. Inhale, lift the right leg high towards the sky. Exhale, move the knee to nose, push the floor away so you're up high, and then step it in between your hands. Lower the knee down. Nice. We're gonna bend the left knee, and we're gonna inhale, move our left hand up and over towards the back. Now, if you can't grab hold, you can just straighten the leg and twist open towards the left. However, you can also grab a towel or a belt and hook it around that left foot. So you're grabbing the foot from the inside, your shoulder and chest is nice and open, and you can look towards the left. Make sure that you're pushing the left knee away from you, so you're not leaning on top of the knee. Move forward a little bit if you're right on top of it, and your left knee is pushing toward the back of your mat. That should feel a lot different. Of course, then, if you want to work with moving your foot towards the buttocks closer, then go for that. If at any point you wanted to lean on the brick with your right hand, you can. So your left knee is pushing away from you, and you're moving, rather than pulling on your foot, see if you can move the foot towards your bum. Breathing, almost there. And then exhale, gently let go. Move the brick out of the side if it was there. Frame the foot and then step it to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Slight bend in the knees if you have to, and then rolling all the way up. Inhale, hands overhead, look up. Exhale through the heart center. Release. Close the eyes for a moment. How do you feel? Inhale, lift the arms up, overhead, look up. Exhale, through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot to the back. Nice. So do a little muscle check here again. Lift up your hands for a moment. How does that feel? How is your foundation? If it's a bit wobbly, again, feel free to walk your right foot over to the right a little bit. You don't have to be on that balancing cord. Nice. Inhale, move your hands forward. Engage your abdominals, coming all the way up. Nice and strong. Making sure that the right knee is deeply bent and you're on the tippy toes of your left foot. So push your left heel towards the back of the mat. Really feel that lengthening through that left leg, yeah? If at any point this is too much, you can of course lower your knee down and just cactus the arms like this. Alternatively, we're going to do the same as we did on the other side. Inhale here, palms are facing to the front of the room, and then exhale, lower down. Nice, strong. Inhale up, beautiful. Exhale, lower down and up. Exhale, lower down. Last one and up. Great, you did it. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Make sure the chest is nice and open. Don't overarch your back, so making sure that the left leg stays straight. Belly button is moving towards the spine. And then we're going to twist towards the right and hook our left elbow behind the right knee or thigh. So here I can show you better. You want to be pushing into the hands, which will help you rotate a little bit further. So the pushing of the hands, it's what opens you up. So you're pushing your body open towards the sky. Keep breathing. Everyone's doing great. If you wanted to open here for a moment, you can. Or maybe if you have a bind, feel free to do that. Inhale. Exhale, look down, frame your right foot, flatten your palms, and then step this foot back without moving the hip, if that works. Isolated movement. If you want to lower the knees down, feel free to do that. Otherwise, full chaturanga, exhale, inhale, move forward into up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Remember, if you want to, big toes touch, knees go wide, and you go into child's pose. If that's where you want to go, listen to that. If you want to play around with finding your edge today, do that. Don't go over your edge. You want to balance right on it. Body getting nice and warm, hopefully. Inhale, lift the left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to nose, and then gently step it in between your hands. Lower the right knee down. So on this side, again, we're going to inhale the right arm up and over towards the back. And then we're going to either stay here. If you really feel this a lot in the front side of your body, grab hold of that brick and just stay here. Or alternatively, you're going to bend the right knee and grab hold of it from the inside of your foot. So the shoulder is nice and open, chest is opening towards the right. You're moving your right knee towards the back of your mat. So you feel as if you're pushing your knee away from you. And then you can play around with moving your foot closer towards the bum. But rather than pulling on it, see if you can just move your foot. So you're not forcing anything. Keep breathing. This posture can be a lot. It definitely is for me. At times it makes me even feel a bit nauseous. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot. The IT band, stretching that front side. Whoo! Breathe through it. Stay calm. No panic. Deep inhale. Don't lock your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Almost there. And then exhale, gently release. Ooh, that feels good. Hopefully you don't hate me. Placing your hands next to your left foot and then stepping the right next to the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe gently bending the knees, grabbing hold of opposite elbows for a moment. And just dangling there. Letting your neck and your jaw relax. Inhale, release the hands and slowly rolling all the way up. Inhale the hands overhead. Exhale through the heart center. Release. Mountain pose, palms facing forward, eyes closed if you want to. Beautiful. So take your feet about hip distance and move the weight a little bit less than hip distance. Move the weight into your left foot and place your right foot either on the floor, on the ankle, calf, or inside of the leg. Find your balance. It helps if you focus on one point in your room that isn't moving. You can take the hands slowly towards the heart center for a moment. So making sure that the hip stays square, the knee is moving down, and you're pushing into the floor to move up. So don't hang sort of like slumping. Make sure that you're nice and active, kneecap is lifted. Inhale, lift the arms up. Feel like a tree. Maybe close your eyes for a second. See what that does to your balance. See how many muscles in your feet have to work? Yeah, exactly, that's okay. If you fall out, come back in. What I want to show you is how many muscles in your foot have to work for you to stay up. So when you close your eyes, it's as if the wind is blowing through your tree. That's okay, we're playing. Don't take yourself too serious, please. Okay, exhale the hands down. Move the knee forward, release the foot. Foot is flexed. Beautiful. We're gonna grab hold of the foot. So we're gonna move towards the foot and grab hold just under the ball of the foot at the toes, making sure that your left leg is still straight. So make sure that the left leg is straight, you're rounding through the spine, your fingers are interlaced. Straighten your left leg. The standing leg. If the standing leg is straight, make sure that the foot is moving out a little bit further. Yeah. And the thigh is horizontal, so you're moving down. Forward. Yeah, that's it. Yes, that's it. You got it. So the thigh is parallel to the floor. The foot is flexed. Your spine is round. I'll also take it from the side so you can see. If the left leg is straight, then you can play around with straightening the right leg. But you have to make sure that that knee isn't bent, so you need to go back. It's a hard pose. Don't worry. We're almost there. Exhale, release, come back up. and set the right foot down onto the floor. Take a breather, maybe shake out the legs. Can be a lot. Nice. All right, moving our weight into our right foot, placing the left either on the ankle, calf, or on the inside. So remember, be gentle. So if this didn't work out the way that you envisioned it to work out, take it easy. It's all good. Most of us have been in lockdown for a while. Maybe your body needs to adjust. It's all fine. Making sure that the hips stay nice and straight, your chest is open, knees moving down. Inhale the hands up, have them wide as a tree. Play around, maybe closing the eyes again. See and feel all those little muscles in your feet continuously correcting and adjusting, because you're standing on one foot. Then, falling out myself. Then we're gonna lift the left knee up and flex the right foot. So we're gonna move forward so the left thigh stays parallel to the floor. The left foot is flexed. We're gonna move forward and grab hold of that foot, interlacing the hands below your feet. Beautiful. Making sure that the right knee is straight. Keep breathing. Unclench your jaw. Maybe smile. So if your right leg is wobbling a lot and it's hard to get that knee straight, that's okay. Focus on that. If the right knee is straight, then play around with straightening out the left leg. But you have to be straight, like both legs have to be completely straight. Oh, sorry. Very wobbly because I see everything move here in my corner of my eye. So yes, that's it. Nice. Exhale, bend your knee, and then step it back, coming up all the way. Inhale, lift your hands up, look up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, high plank. Inhale on the top of your high plank. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, slide forward, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a breath. So it's very easy to be hard on ourselves. So even when I'm teaching this class and I told you, be gentle, my inner critic was just like, oh, you fell out of the pose and you're teaching this class. It's so normal and it's so natural to criticize ourselves and to find fault in what we're doing. Remember, we're only human. We can do the best we can. So take it easy. What would change in your life if that inner critic would have less airtime and a nicer voice would be there instead? Inhale, exhale, start to lower your knees down. Cross the feet behind you and make your way to a seated position. Nice. We're gonna take the feet out in front of us. They can be very far, or you can walk yourself closer towards your feet. If the knees are up very high, you can find some support for them, like this, placing anything under the knees so they're not just flying in the air. Or maybe you quite enjoy letting gravity do its thing today. So we're gonna grab hold of either the feet or the ankles. If they're very far away and that feels uncomfortable, maybe grab a towel and wrap it around your feet like that. We're gonna inhale, open the chest, so roll your shoulders open and back. And then exhale, move in, move forward. See if you can hinge from the hips, keeping the spine straight. However, if you want to, you can also roll, maybe even grabbing hold of that brick and just leaning on top of the feet. So play around, see what works for you today. So you can either keep the spine straight and start to hinge and see how far you get with that. And if you are all the way low or up here, feel a little bit of pressure. Maybe you're not feeling enough, walk the feet closer to the heels and hinge there. Or alternatively, you're taking a nice rounded spine today. So you're rounding over, letting the neck be heavy. And maybe you want to grab that brick, lean on top of your feet. And just relax. Unclench your jaw, unfrown your face, relax the muscles. Forward fold, taking the attention inwards. Maybe that means that your mind just started racing. If that's the case, bring it back to the breath. Gently, gently walk yourself, roll yourself up. Spine is straight. Maybe help your knees up, placing your feet onto the mat. Now take your feet about hip distance apart. Your hands are behind you, fingers pointing forwards. So you're leaning back, and then drop your knees to the left. Inhale to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale. Make that movement a few times. So feet are really wide. Nice. So we're going to slowly make our way, rolling down onto our backs. I'm just going to move the microphone. As always, it's in the way. See if you have anything close by that can elevate you. So maybe a brick, pillow, books, towel, whatever you have. See if you can find it. Placing your feet on the mat, you can take your brick on the lowest setting, medium setting, maybe feeling super adventurous, you're going for the highest setting, and then you're going to press your feet into the mat, lift up your hips, and then place that brick below you on your lower back. Find a comfortable position. Maybe walk the shoulders towards one another a little bit so the chest is nice and open, palms facing upwards. So if this is already super, super comfy, you can stay here, or alternatively, take one leg up, two legs up towards the sky. maybe if you're on the highest setting, that's a little bit hard to balance. See what works better. Just relax everything. You can also do this against the wall. So you just have to turn around, find a wall, or I'm assuming that you have to turn around. I don't really know your house. So you find a wall and just place your legs against the wall if that feels a bit more comfortable. Keep breathing, relaxing your jaw. Really relaxing here for a moment. We're gently gonna bend the knees and let the feet travel back all the way to the mat. And when they're there, push into them, lifting up your hips, removing the brick, slowly, slowly rolling all the way down, sliding your heels over your mat. Have the big toes touch for a moment. Palms are facing up. Walk the shoulders towards one another. Chest is open. Inhale. And on your exhale, release the feet. Let everything be heavy. So relax your forehead and the space between your eyebrows, the skin around your eyes. Let your tongue drop to the back of your mouth, unclenching the jaw. Relax your chest, shoulders, arms, abdomen, hips and legs and feet. So maybe you have to now micro-release again the space between your eyebrows or the tension in your jaw. On every exhale, just get a little bit heavier. We're going to be moving into meditation in a little moment. If you want to enjoy Shavasana for a bit longer, feel free to hit pause. Gently start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, take your hands above your head for a big stretch. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. And then rolling onto the right hand side. Finding your way to a comfortably seated position when you're ready. Maybe with your eyes closed. Palms resting on your lap, either facing upward or down. If it's uncomfortable, it doesn't feel safe to have your eyes closed, you can have them gently open, focusing on any point in your room. Gently focus on your breath. If your mind wanders during this meditation, remember, easy does it. It's a practice. So the mind has a hard time distinguishing sometimes between reality and fiction when it comes to our thoughts. And it's often said that what you focus on, you create more of. And that can be really hard, especially if you're in a dark place or in a tough spot in your life. That can be a very pressing thing to hear, because then it sounds all of a sudden as if you're responsible for where you are at. That's not what I'm saying here. But what I want to explain to you a little bit of the mind is what it focuses its attention on, it will create more of, in the sense, if you have a lot of negative thoughts, more will probably come. The body responds to that. This is a very long story, so I won't fully go into it. But a short way to explain it is, if someone says to you, don't think about a blue jumper or about a pink elephant, the first thing that you have to do is think about it in order not to think about it. So thinking in a negative, in a don't do this, creates the thought in itself. So therefore, trying to think in a positive might help you. So instead of saying, I don't want to fail, say, I want to be successful. So very important to distinguish, you are not responsible for where you're at. I'm just trying to help you create a more positive thread of thoughts in your mind, which will hopefully then generate more positive feelings in your body, and then it can have a snowball effect. So for this meditation, see if you can focus your thoughts on positive affirmations, such as I am successful, I am peaceful, I am joyful. I'm going to give you a few in a moment, and after that I'll allow you to do it on your own. Maybe right now this feels super unnatural because it's not at all how you're feeling. I understand it can take a bit of time. It can take practice. Small steps. There are some days when I do this and I don't feel like it at all. But it will slowly take your mind out of that hyper-focused place on all the negativity and slowly redirect it to maybe some positive things in your life. And maybe at the start you don't quite believe it, but then after a few days, weeks or months, eventually you're like, hey, yeah, it's starting to work. So here we go. I am peaceful. I am joyful. I am lovable. I am worthy. I am successful. I am kind. I am happy. I am loved. And see if you can find some that resonate for you. So hopefully with a slightly positive sensation, I'm going to invite you to set an intention for your day or your week ahead, or maybe your month. And try not to make it a goal-oriented, achievement-based thing. It's not like I'm gonna send 15 emails. See if it could be, for instance, something in the direction of, this week I'm gonna be compassionate towards myself no matter what feelings arise. This week I'll be kind to others. Whatever it is that resonates with you. This week I will give myself the rest that I need. I allow myself to rest. Gently start to move your fingers, roll your shoulders, make some movements coming into the body. And when you're ready, gently opening the eyes. I want to thank you for showing up here today, for yourself again, being here. It's sometimes difficult because we have a short space of time, and the topics that we touch upon are obviously, they can go much deeper, and this is only the surface layer, like the tip of the iceberg. So if you ever feel that you want to talk to someone, please don't hesitate of sending an email if you have more questions, of course, but also if you feel that these problems run a bit deeper, there's no shame in reaching out and doing something about that. Yoga is obviously much more than just doing a few poses on a mat. So really remind you to explore the practice beyond the physical, beyond the asana. And there's many inspiring teachers out there that take you into these teachings a lot deeper. So I want to thank you for your time, wishing you a lovely rest of your day and or evening, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye.